Can you hear me now? Yes. Okay, my name is Arne Åhlander. I'm a product manager turned agile, but I couldn't cut loose completely from product management. So I'm going to talk about the product owner role in agile today. And
here is the clicker, and I think the time is on. Okay. The scene is yours, Arne.
Okay, thank you. So what I want you to do is to think a little. You're going to listen also, but think about three things. Think about why. Why do we need a product owner? And think about focus. What should a product owner focus on? And then I want you to think a little about what are the possible pitfalls. So what I want you to do first is to turn to the person next to you and spend half a minute to quickly discuss why do we need a product owner. Okay, 30 seconds goes away very quickly. So is there anyone who came up with a good answer to why do we need a product owner? Let's see if you talked about this. To maximize return of investment. To actually make sure that we gain some value from developing the product. And that could be earning money by selling the product, but it could also be adding value to an organization if it's a supporting product. And also to eliminate confusion. What we see a lot of times are that we not only have one person or one organization having needs or requirements. Often many stakeholders address a development department or a development team. And in Scrum and in Agile, what we have done is to, in between the stakeholders and the development department or the team, we put the product owner. The product owner should represent the stakeholders, make sure that there is an overall value that is secured, not one single stakeholder, and making sure that we take away the confusion for the development team, so that the development team can look at one flow of requirements only, and that's the flow from the product owner. That is also the way to steer development, because we want the product owner to order the requirements, to give them opportunity for the team to pick requirements to implement in a certain order. Of course, a good product owner also will communicate with the team. So that was a little about why. Now focus. I'm not going to ask you to talk about that. I'm going to show you here why the product owner needs to focus. Because we put very many wishes. We want very much from a product owner. So in order to sort this out, we need to focus. Focus on understanding customer needs. Focus on creating a product vision, which is the overarching goal for what we want to obtain. And a product vision is more concrete, not as abstract as what I think of when I talk about a vision normally. So it's something obtainable. If you think for a second, you might come up with any good examples of product visions. One-liners for products. I have one, but I'm not sure if I'm allowed to mention that product in this house, so you can guess what it is. Maximizing return of investment we talked about, and focusing on collaboration, because if I'm the product owner and I'm in the middle of stakeholders and the development team, of course I need to communicate, I need to collaborate, I need to talk to the stakeholders I need to understand their needs and their opportunities. And I need to talk to the development team or the development teams to make sure that they also understands the reasons for why we are building this product, and doing my best to make them engaged. So what else can we say about collaboration? You see external collaboration and internal collaboration. And this is also why it takes time to be a product owner. Sometimes you forget that it takes time to communicate. It's not for free if we say that we pay for it by time. So, how can we become a successful product owners? Use time to understand the role. What is the purpose of the role, and how can I do it in a good way? And remember, things take time to communicate, to understand requirements, to make sure that we are reporting back to the stakeholders and the potential customers in the best possible ways. So when we work in Agile, we also want the product owner to be present when the team demonstrates the results after each iteration. And we also want stakeholders present, of course. And we want the product owner to have a dialogue with stakeholders in connection with the demonstration of the results from an iteration or from several iterations. Communication and business needs, that's what we need to understand. So if we do all of this, we will become successful, hopefully. But there are some pitfalls also. So here I have mentioned 4 pitfalls. The powerless product owner, that's the situation when someone tells me that I'm the product owner, but I don't have the power. I'm not empowered to make decisions. Even if I'm decisive, I'm not empowered to make decisions. The invisible product owner, the one who is so busy communicating with stakeholders and customers and understanding new markets that he or she is not able to communicate and collaborate with the team. The middleman, where we have someone from research and development that might not necessarily understand all the business needs. So it has to go in between market and sales and the development team. And then the 4th pitfall is the group PO, when we don't have one person, but we have like a committee. And that's more or less the old situation where we had many stakeholders. And we want to avoid that. We want to have one person who has the last word. Here are some ideas of how we can go about to get around these pitfalls, to avoid the traps, to empower the product owner. Make sure that if I'm the product owner and I don't have the last word, better tell the person who thinks she has the last word that she's the product owner. And sooner or later you will end up with one person saying, yes, I have the last word, but I don't have the time to do that. That's the person who should empower, who should delegate. So you should find that person. And allow enough time to do the job. Being a good product owner means that you're supposed to make sure that the requirements are just in time, detailed, so that we can keep a development team busy. Because if the development team doesn't have anything to do, we don't get the product. And also think about what are the qualifications for a good product owner? What are the things that I, as a product owner, need to understand? And to my experience, it's much more of the business side, the market side that product owners needs to decide and understand than the technical side. Many product owners, they have a good technical understanding, and in my world, that's not enough. Okay, thank you very much.